Hello there, everybody. This is Adam Kash, and this is the Love of My Life.
Maddy, hi.
And here we are doing this video that everybody has been waiting for. Basically, we are going to make this about the IVF procedure. As you know, a lot of you guys do have a lot of questions, and I did write all the questions you guys have so I can cover each one, or will be covering each one and providing those answers for you guys. So question number one, before seeing the IVF clinic, do you see the regular OBGYN for anything else or straight to the IVF clinic / specialist? So basically it all depends on what your situation is, whether it's, you guys having fertility issues, basically it's just numerous things. Basically for me, it's my whole transitioning. So for me, it was a different process versus those that are seeking fertility treatment because they're struggling to have kids, or whether they're single parent and they just want to have a child. Honestly, like I said, it just all depends. So I really don't have an exact answer for that, aside for my answer through my experience with the whole transitioning. Number two, how did IVF process start? So referring to question number one, basically, I just spoke to my primary physician. I let them know that, hey, you know what, I am taking testosterone now, and I do, want to potentially have a family later on. I don't want to ruin my eggs. Is there anything I can do to save my eggs? Or, basically I was trying to see if there's anything that they can provide, or suggest in regards to saving those eggs before they're affected by the testosterone. So what they did was they just referred me out to the IVF clinic / specialist, and then they reached out to me and said, hey, your doctor reached out to us saying that you are wanting to basically store your eggs, for potential use later on to start a family, before you go deep into with your testosterone, and that's affected greatly with that. Question number three, who's carrying, you or your girlfriend?
I'm carrying the baby.
So she will be carrying our child.
Yes.
Is it your eggs or hers? So again, they're my eggs being transferred to her. How does the IVF process work as far as what steps are you taking? So it's all gonna begin with me. Right now, I am, obviously starting the process already. I already do have the egg retrieval date, which is going to be this Thursday at 6 o'clock in the morning. So we're super excited. It's been a process, very time sensitive process, all in a matter of 2 weeks. I basically started a week ago. So like I said, it all starts with me getting the eggs out first, and then after that they're going to work on her, getting her prepared to receive my embryos, which are my eggs and the sperm together, which form embryos, and those embryos create a little baby. What medications do you have to take? Are there any side effects? As far as for my part, getting those eggs out, there is medications I do have to take every day, which are right now 3 injections. So I do have to poke myself every day, but it's only 2 weeks, so it's not too bad. Especially, if it's all worth it, if it's something you want really bad, you'll do whatever it takes. So I am taking 3 injections, 1 in the morning, 1 at night, and another 1 at night as well. And it all has to be at the same time. So you have to be really strict and make sure you have that down your alarm clock to take your shots, because anything could go wrong if you miss a dose, and that could just make the time longer and backtracking basically. Side effects, everybody's body's different. My side effects personally, sometimes I'll get a little nauseous, sometimes my stomach will hurt, get some cramps here and there, but that's about it. Nothing too drastic. But like I said, everybody reacts to medications differently. So thankfully, I haven't had any like severe side effects. So I thank God for that. What are the costs for everything? Honestly, like I said, it all depends on you. It depends on, what you guys are seeking or what you guys are trying to do, whether it's fertility issues, transitioning, what type of procedure, what tests are gonna be run on you. So like for us, basically, it's just the egg retrieval cost, the inseminating cost, the storage fees cost, freezing the embryos cost, the cycles cost, just different costs, basically different.
And the sperm donor.
Donor vials cost. So for us, for what we're doing, we're rounding out to $15,000. So, but like I said, that could range depending on your situation and how many treatments or cycles you have to do or what other doctor recommends. So it could start from like 15 grand and up. And also if you have insurance, that helps out with fertility stuff as well. So it varies, really. There's no given amount.
Fertility problems, so it covers, or if you're transitioning, some of that stuff covers.
Yeah, but everybody's different. Even employers provide fertility plans. You just really gotta look into your resources as well. What insurance do you have? I have Kaiser. Thankfully, Kaiser has, because of me transitioning, it covers a portion of the egg retrieval. So it saved us about $4,000, but that's only for my portion because I am transitioning. As far as everything else, that will be out of pocket, so we will still be owing about $12,000. Is it true you can have twins? Yes, it's very true. Depending on how many embryos they inseminate you with. So right now they're saying that they will be inseminating 2 embryos inside of her. So that is a potential for twins. So it's whatever God wants to give you. Let's see here. What are the success rates? Honestly, again, that varies depending on what physician you have. If you have any fertility issues, it varies as well. So my physician specifically said that our success rate is very high, due to several factors of age, just all those things. It's a whole list basically of, what rounds out to a higher success rate or, stuff like that. Did you have to stop taking testosterone to do IVF treatments? Yes, I actually did have to stop taking testosterone. I've been off of it for about 2 months and a half, and thankfully, I've had no side effects being off testosterone. Like I said, it's all worth it. It's only 2.5 months, so it's not bad. It's not too bad at all being off of it. Did you guys choose a known sperm donor? No, we did not choose a known sperm donor. If not, where did you get it? We actually purchased our sperm vials on Cyrobank. That's where we purchased our sperm. It's actually a very known and popular website for those people that live in California. You just purchase it online, and it's just a very easy process as well from there. What advice do you suggest in choosing the right sperm donor? That's a really good question.
Well, we went based off genetics. You have to pay extra to know their medical history. It goes as far as great grandmother to siblings, their GPA, the profession, what they do now, all that good stuff. It's just amazing how you know so much about your donor. I just feel that was the best way to go for us, versus just getting a donor and not knowing what we're going to get ourselves into. Because, there could be several of medical problems that they have, and you don't know until like later on, you know. So it just also depends, you know, what works for you. You know, some people have a family member or a close friend to help them with it. I mean, you know, that's all good too, you know. But you always want to check out the medical history always, because, you know, then you know what your baby is gonna be facing, like, you know, when you're going through medical stuff. So I think that plays a big role. So,
Yeah, just like she was saying, you know, choosing the right sperm donor, it's always best to choose, you know, the sperm donor that you know the most about, details, medical issues, extended donor profile, as far as, like she said, your grandmother, grandfather, siblings, great grandfathers. All that actually plays a big role in your, you know, the outcome of your baby. I've actually learned a lot into, you know, looking into this, you know, being a part of this whole IVF procedure. And I found out a lot through the website CyroBank. There's different subscriptions. You obviously, like, the more you pay, the more details you get. So we actually got the, you know, top subscription, which gives us an idea of the whole extended donor profile with health conditions ranging all the way up to great grandfather, great grandmother, cousins, siblings, everything. If they have high blood pressure, strokes, autism, ADHD, it goes all the way through. So you see all of that on record. It shows their GPA as well, the donor's GPA, the mother's GPA, the dad, the siblings' GPA, what their career is, you know, what they're good at. Actually asks for a donor essay. They write essays in regards to, you know, why they're doing what they're doing, a little bit about them, so you can kind of see where their mindset's at. Something really interesting that I learned from this, that's like really big, that's really big, that a lot of people probably don't know, is that you could actually be a carrier of something and not even know it. For example, there were certain donors that were carrier of a gene that could cause autism or intellectual disability, or like being blind, or being born deaf. They're just carriers of it. So if you're a carrier and they're a carrier, there's a high percentage of your child actually having one of those illnesses or genes, so where, you know, it can become active. And but there's also a 50-50 chance that, you know, your baby will just be fine. But I didn't even know that we were carriers of stuff without even knowing it. So in order to know what you're a carrier of, is you have to take that genetic testing. So they also have the genetic testing for those sperm donors. So you can also look into that with the high subscription, obviously. You could also see like baby pictures, adult photos.
And the awesome part, remember, we got to hear his voice.
Yeah, you can hear his voice, so you can see how your baby's gonna sound like later on. Just kidding. But
yeah, just the potential that the donor has, how he answers to the questions, just you know, it's just, you have to come in here being open-minded and also precautious, but, you know, only for the best, because you got to remember, this is a donor, and, you know, I think it's just, I don't know, I think it was just the best decision we made together.
yeah,
you know, it's
definitely.
It's a pretty penny, but, you know, it's well worth it.
Yes, definitely. They do have 3 different vials, which is ICI vials, IUI vials, IVF vials. The vials that we purchased obviously were for IVF, because we are doing the IVF procedure, so that is the best vials to purchase. The vials could range from $900 and up. So it just all depends on what you purchase as well. But this is through CyroBank. So there's other sperm banks you guys can use. Or, like I said, if you go the easier route and you choose a known donor, that's totally up to you guys. Save some money. But it's always good to know, you know, all these details and information about the donor, just to save like any, you know, future things that could go on with your child later on. Let's see here. What made you choose a sperm donor you guys chose. Again, we go back to, we looked at the whole history, the health issues, my health issues, obviously, you know, my health issues, their health issues. We have the same health issues. They're probably gonna have the same health issues. Just, that's mainly the main thing we were worried about, is just what they're carriers of, and, you know, their whole history, you know, siblings, and just all that right there was our main focus, because we want, you know, the best thing for our child as far as health, and we want a healthy baby, and we just want to know, like, we're gonna be good, you know. But I mean, God's gonna bless us with whatever he wants to bless us with. So that's pretty much it. That's all the questions we've gotten so far, and I hope, you know, we did answer all your questions. We are gonna be doing another video after this, in regards to, you know, me transitioning, stuff like that. So, but like I said, this is about our IVF procedure. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to comment below, or, you know, send us a message. We'd be more than happy to answer whatever we know, you know, to our best knowledge. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
And we hope you enjoyed our content or video.